Okay, so I am not trying to be sensational. Like, that is not my goal. But I did this the other day, and it has like legitimately changed how I feel. So if you're dealing with that just overwhelming like mental load of all the things you haven't done, all the things still on your list, all the things, right? Like, we could come up with 8 billion lists at the drop of a hat because there's so much that we're dragging around with us mentally. We just want to lose our marbles. This is what I did. This is what happened. And this is how I think it could really, really help you as well. Hey friends, I'm Heidi with Heavenly Minded Home, and welcome to today's video. Now, it truly is my heart's desire to encourage and equip you and women like you all around the world as we live heavenly minded each and every day, putting our investment in the eternal. Now, it is our goal here for this next year to reach 100,000 other women that are like, yes, please, encouraged, equipped. Like, I want to feel like I am investing in my eternity and truly living out the life that God has called me to live. And so if you want to join the 57,000 some odd of us that are already here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on your little bell notifications. And if you too are like, yes, I need some help, like the mental load, the stress, the chaos, life, all the things, be sure to hit the like button. It really is such a useful tool to be sure to share this with other sisters all around the world. So I am going to be ridiculously upfront and honest with you all, because this hit me like a ton of bricks here lately, okay? I'm just gonna share it with you. We're friends, we're here, we're hanging out, enjoying some fresh air, like we're just gonna talk. Life gets hectic. And I think especially as a wife, as a mom, you carry such a mental load, right? Who needs this? Who needs what? Finances, budgeting, meal planning, house cleaning, homeschool, all of the things that just happen in life, right? That you constantly are just like, okay, trying to make sure you're checking off all the boxes and everybody has what they need, and let alone like normal life stuff that you're just thinking about. And I noticed that, I was trying to be more organized, more put together. And so I was like, okay, let me kind of just brain dump and get these on this to-do list, this to-do list, this to-do list, right? This for work, this for the church, this for the kids, this for budget, this for whatever. And I started to feel just so overwhelmed. You too? Anybody else? Like, am I the only one here? Because it's okay if it's just me. But I just started to feel so overwhelmed. Like, what am I doing? I just like run all the time, all of these thoughts, all of these things, but yet I can't get to them. I can't do all of this. And it just started to become so heavy that I was just thinking about all the time, right? No matter what I was doing, I was thinking about all the things on these to-do lists, be it ones that I had actually written down or just, the things floating around in my head, right? All the things that I needed to get to. And so I did this one thing, and it completely unburdened me like that. And this is why I'm going to share it with y'all, okay? You know what I did? I trashed every single to-do list. I'm serious, y'all. I threw them all away. I deleted them off of my phone and computer and everywhere else that I had been collecting these, genius to-do lists to keep myself organized. I threw them all away. And it was marvelous. I threw them all away because I said, okay, I think this has turned from a to-do list, meaning I literally need to go do this. And instead is a, I should, maybe might wanna, this would be an ideal thing type list. Has that ever happened to you? Hold please, a dash hound found me out here, curled up with a blankie, enjoying the fresh air. But it started off well-meaning as a to-do list, right? I need to do this, I need to do that, this needs to happen, whatever. But then something happens, I think, to us where we think of all the things that we should get to, right? Like, I should do this, I should complete this. Ooh, I wanted to get to that. Ooh, I talked about somebody, I talked with somebody about this over here, whatever. And then that list just grows and grows and grows. And then it's like this monster that you just keep feeding and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Like, hopefully I'm not the only one here that feels this way, but that's what it had become. All these things, all these well-meaning intentions that were just becoming burdensome. And so I threw them all away. All the lists, gone. And what I thought was so amazing was that mental shift for me when I took all of that weight, all of that overload, all of that stress and frustration and whatever, and I just said, boom, it's gone. Now, mind over matter, I had to really say, okay, let this go. Do not hold on to these. I threw them all away. They're gone. They're deleted. And you know what I did next? I said, all right, Lord, I trust you to put on my plate today what I need on my plate today. And so if there was something on one of those lists that like really actually needs to get done, it's going to pop back up. That person's going to call me. I'm going to get that thing in the middle. Like something's going to happen, right? There was nothing on there that was like a literal life or death, like must happen type thing, because those I would have done. These were all of those lists, those things that like, I'm going to get to that. If there's something I really need to get to, something, Lord, that you genuinely want me to put my time and focus and attention into, you're going to bring that back up. Some way, somehow, that's going to pop back up. And then I will know at that moment, hey, it came up for a reason. I'm going to go do that thing. And I think sometimes just giving ourselves the permission to say, I'm giving myself a clean slate. I'm not being stressed out. I'm not being overwhelmed. I'm not, trying to be superwoman over here. I need a clean slate. And if that can be something that can help you today, then like all glory to God. That's what we want to do. We want to help in any way that we can. And for me, this made such a huge difference to say, you know what? I'm wiping my board clean. I'm starting over. Because I can't do everything. And it would be unreasonable to think that those, that my loved ones, my friends, my family, that they would expect me to be able to do everything. And how am I truly serving the Lord when I feel the need to be everything to everyone? The house is never going to be perfect, right? I'm not going to have everything just like perfectly done, and that's okay because life is messy. But it's beautiful and it's wonderful and it's an adventure. And so if you need that encouragement here to say, hey, are you feeling overwhelmed? Are you constantly feeling like you're dragging around like hundreds and hundreds of pounds of just mental load? Maybe it's time to wipe the board clean. I kind of looked at it and I was like, what's the worst that could happen? I could forget something that really was important, but it's been buried on a to-do list. And so whoever's connected to that will reach out and be like, hey, did you ever do the thing? And I'll be like, oh, it's been buried on a to-do list. Sorry, I didn't get to it, right? What's the worst that can happen? If the Lord could show me grace, I can show myself a little grace. If the Lord can wipe our slate clean, then maybe I can wipe my to-do list clean and say, I don't need to try to carry this all around. I'm not Wonder Woman. Sure, there's many great ideas and many wonderful shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I don't need to feel like it's my responsibility to check all of those off, even if they're just self-imposed ones. And so if you're looking for permission to say, you know what? I'm wiping the slate clean. I'm throwing away my to-do list and I'm giving myself a fresh slate. Do it. Go ahead and do it and leave me a comment down below. Is this something that you've been struggling with? Are you feeling overwhelmed and like there's just always a million things going on in your head or on your lists or, wherever you keep them that you're like, I still got to get to this. I'm always behind. I can't do everything. I think we need to tackle that because I think a lot more of us are probably in this boat than maybe we're willing to admit. And life is lovely and it's meaningful and it's God's blessing and gift that He gives us each and every day. And so I want my days to reflect that. I want them to be lovely. I want it to be an adventure that I look forward to each and every day. What has the Lord put before us? I don't want to be bogged down. I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to be stretched to the max. Regardless of what's going on, we can choose to seek the lovely and we can choose to make the most out of each and every day. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing here in my life. And that's what I'm excited to share more with you guys about. So, of course, again, if any of this has been a blessing, if any of this has been something that you're like, yes, like I need more of this in my life, be sure you hit the like button and join us here as it is our goal to reach 100,000 1,000 sisters in Christ over this next year that are looking to be encouraged and equipped in the ways of the Lord, living heavenly minded each and every day. So be sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your little bell notifications, and we will see you all right back here tomorrow. Bye, friends.